Yo. Oh yeah, it's still up from last week. Let me take that down. Unless we're intending to have Reiko vision again this week. Um,
Depends, is Rico live?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this from. Hey, there's Reiko. Hello.
Hey, Rico.
Welcome back to the Co-Crown Podcast. I'm your host, AJ, joined along by my co-host, Meg.
Hi.
And we have a guest this week. Now he's kind of quiet, but he might speak up from time to time. His name is Rocco. And
I thought he might sniff the mic.
but he wants nothing to do with the microphone. So you might just hear him from time to time. Apologies for headphones users in advance, I suppose. And
Rocco, the
yep.
tiny doggo.
Yep, his name is Rocco. And yes, he does look like a dingo.
Dingo.
But yeah, so we have episode 45, Christ,
Wow.
of Digimon Ghost Game to get through. It boggles the mind. We are nearly on episode 50. That's the same name as my doggy. My mom gave him that name without asking the rest of the family. Oh my god. I wanted to call him Iggy. Like Iggy Koopa. Oh, look at that.
A name twin.
Yeah.
Thing.
Our community has two Rocco Doggos. Yeah. But
I don't remember what Rico's dog looks like. They're quite similar, aren't they?
I think so.
Interesting. Is there a Rocco man?
No, there's not.
We should design a Rocco man.
But we 2 minutes in, the chat provides the biggest plot twist of the night. What? What do you mean the biggest twist of the night? Are you willing to pay the price for a Rockomon? Rico, I still haven't decided what I'm cashing in on for my commission this month. I don't know if I want it something to do with on the other channel or something for the podcast. I will reach out to you tomorrow on that. I have an idea because it's Halloween season. But we'll discuss extras then. But
we need to get some Halloween costumes.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. I'm getting one. You can sit there in your normal clothes for Halloween, but I'm not.
That's fine. You just forget who has to put the setup together.
Do it when you go to the bathroom, and then you look weird when you take it away. Oh, but how cute would those two look? With little
Mommy is a Digimon lady for Halloween. Maybe, maybe the Anjuwomon's costume. Skull Belushi. No. I mean, your Skull Beluchimon was a specimen, to be sure, but just saying, it's a rather episode. But what are the chances you'd have the same dog name? I know, right? And we're just puppy sitting. It's not like he's even our doggo.
Yeah, so it's not like we
stole the name
from. Like, even if we didn't remember it, it wasn't in our heads to name him that.
Yeah,
we didn't name him.
I wouldn't have called him Rocco anyway.
Neither would I. He's too small and frail to be called Rocco.
Yeah. Barky McBarkface. Hey, I'm still better at giving names than Senna.
Yeah, this is true. He'd just be called something like Bog or something.
Yeah, don't let Senna name the animals, please. Stingmonami? Ooh. We shall have chats. Boncho Lilymonami. Because I feel like Boncho Stingmonami is It's too close to the default design. The big red coat.
I mean, you could get Bancho, Stingman, and Ami. Not Stingman. Liman? Roseman? The other one?
Yeah.
And then get this one as Stingman.
Maybe. That's... it's an
know.
army of me's. Oh god. It's everyone's worst nightmare at once. That said though, my old Digimon RPG character does have a female Elseworld counterpart and a female twin sister. So so there already technically is an army of me in the distant past somewhere.
Me now.
But
Oh, I don't have that much leg.
But anyway. So yeah, from what I'm seeing, this episode is I haven't watched, but from what I've seen, this episode is just yeah, okay. It's an episode.
I'm curious about our episode title because I haven't seen anything.
No. This is the one with the Appmon in it though, and Meg has no idea what that means, but I do because, well, you know, the Digimon TV Twitter account puts up the reference book profile picture at the start of the after the episode ends, so I know who the monster of the week is. Yay, Ataro! Happy Appmon is 6 years old.
Oh yeah,
and
the anniversary.
and it's currently October 3rd in Japan. That means it is also the anniversary of this show.
Oh, I thought you meant us, but yeah.
No.
Oh.
The Ghost Game is I suppose the
Started
dual format. Yeah.
Started the podcast, yeah.
Yeah, you came
went
in
from episode 1, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we've been doing this for a year on the button.
Happy anniversary!
Yay! Anniversaries all around. 6 years. Wow, it doesn't feel like that long ago. No, it doesn't.
Rocco, please don't eat the chair.
Don't eat the chair. So yeah, like this. So we had a lot of news over the course of the week in terms of the new Vital bracelet with the VV and all of the new Gamamon evolutions.
Yes.
Like, holy crap. We called it, chat. You heard it here first. Kano Zwartmon exists. Obviously it's not called Kano Zwartmon, but that idea we had, like, that we all collectively, you know, said, yeah, they have to do this. It's come to fruition.
Yeah. I told you all. We told us all.
We told us all. Yeah. So Gulus Gamamon has an evolution called Regulusmon, not to be confused with Regulumon from the V-Tamer manga. But Regulusmon is just a black and purple Konovicemon. And it's so far we only have the sprite because they've obviously only shown it off on the Vital bracelet. But it exists. It exists. And you know what? We probably should have saw the naming convention coming.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Because Gulus Gamamon comes from Regulus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we probably should have seen that coming sooner. Gulus stole V-Tamer Leomon's name. So Kano Zwartmon exists, and I'm super duper happy about that. We've also seen no Rocco, no bark.
He's just
no
happy
bark.
about Regulusmon too.
Yeah, no bark. You good boy. We've also seen Siriusmon. As
serious?
No, as in Sirius Snape. No, Sirius Black.
Sirius Black. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Severus Snape.
I don't know my Harry Potters.
Really, you know the Potter puppet pals. I think.
No.
Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore.
No.
You don't know that?
No, I don't.
How are you on the internet and you don't know that?
when you stay away from fandoms long enough, some things you just don't observe by wait, Kano's Warpmon is real. Everyone is here. Yeah, so we also have the sprite for Siriusmon, who is Gamamon's true mega form. He's got gun arms that turn into swords.
Yeah.
That is sick. No, I was going to shy away from putting stuff, on the screen or whatever. But, well, when the official channels are spoiling everything, you're kind of left going, oh, well, sure.
Well, I mean, as well, if it's out officially.
Yeah, well, that's it.
It's not really technically a spoiler anymore, then, is it?
No, it's not. And we also got a look at 3 new Digimon. Bombermon, who looks like all 3 of these look like they could be viable Blacktailmon Uber evolutions.
Yes.
And they're all perfect level as well, which checks. But I've seen people say that because they all have 3 horns, they're evolutions for their other evolutions for Gamamon as well. And I really hope that it's just faking people out, because they really do look like Blacktailmon Uber evolutions. But I think that's more so funny because I think everyone just expected like Blacktailmon Uber to turn into like FedEx Lady Devimon.
Yeah.
And the idea that hasn't happened, I'm just like, I actually think I prefer that. Well, we don't know it hasn't happened yet, but,
yeah, but she wouldn't make any sense.
I love a woman in uniform.
Can you imagine a character like her? I know they all have different personalities or whatever. But
Yeah.
Can you see her just being a delivery woman?
Ah.
I don't know.
It also has 3 horns. So here's the
This is true.
So here's the first one. So we have Siriusmon down the bottom here with his scythe axe things folded in on his cannon arms. Right, then we have the 3 other Digimon here in the middle. So we have Bombermon, we have Gilidhumon, and then we have Fumamon. Yeah, so he's named for the ninja that killed Hattori Hanzo. Gilidhumon is named for the beast in Scottish lore. And that's the reason like hunters and stuff dress up in those like big grassy outfits.
I was just
is to mimic that.
He looks like a Digitamamon dressed in leaves.
Well, no, he's based on because he's a hunter, so he's based on those hunters who wear like leaves and weeds and things as their camouflage, because that's what a Gillidu looks like. And then we just have Bombermon, which is just I don't know, like it's just a cat in a suit, and like he's covered in fuses, but like he is just a guy in a suit. Yeah, or but I think Fumamon and Bombermon in particular look like they could be Blacktailmon Uber evolutions. Gillidu, I'm not sure, but at the same time, I kind of just want them to be monsters of the week, because if the theory is right, and again, it's just a theory, if the theory is right and Blacktailmon Uber is Deadbeat's partner, why do both Amonokawas get multiple evolution paths? So that'll be a bit garbage for everyone not named Amonokawa in the show.
Although I mean, do talk about create Digimon or something. If he did, I can see why he would give himself special treatment.
So then we have the other side of the dim card. Now these ones on the yellow squares are only encounterable through the adventure mode. You can't actually raise them up. But we have the 4th new perfect level. Sorry, Zanmetsumon, who looks like a Zubamon or a Ryudamon evolution.
Yeah.
And like he's brand new. I've seen people theorizing that he could be a fusion between Ryudamon and Gamamon. And I'm just like, please don't bring Jogress into this. We don't. We
It's a
don't.
bit late.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, but we don't need Hero getting another Divergent evolution.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything else.
No, and then right beside him we have Regulusmon, who, yeah, is just a dark Kano Vicemon.
Yeah.
Zanmetsumon is clearly some kind of fusion with Ryudamon. I kind of hope it's Ryudamon and Zubamon though, because both of those shared a dim card. So I would actually prefer it to be something with Zubamon and Ryudamon more than Gamamon, because he does clearly have Ryudamon sort of samurai armor plating.
Yeah.
But all the swords, all the samurai swords, I'm like, he could fuse with Zubamon.
Is his tail a sword?
His tail is a sword. So his whole aesthetic, you know that joke, it's like that thing about Jessmon where it's like he's made of swords. It's like he's not, or no, he has all these swords. It's like, no, he doesn't have swords. He is swords. That's what Zanmetsumon has going for him. Ryudamon and Espimon. Oh God. The body shape similar to that of Hover Espimon. It does look like a perfect combo of Ryudamon and Zubamon. Yeah, and because Zubamon's whole gimmick is that he is a sword. He is part of the Legend Arms group of Digimon. So if they're going to bring Jogress into it or some sort of fusion, fine, but just don't include Gamamon. He has enough.
Yeah.
So up here you can see you meet Koemon and Bokomon on the adventure. There's Sealdramon is here. Clearly, that's Vamdemon. We're thinking this is just going by the shape. It looks to be an evolution. It looks to be Siriusmon, but for Regulusmon. Which means by the end of this, Hero is going to have all the Digimon.
Too many.
Yeah, he's just going to have too many. Like, I know it makes sense. Rocco! Come here. He's getting all inquisitive for what's going on outside. Ryudamon's Evos can also turn into swords. That they can. There you go. I do forget about that because Ryudamon doesn't get enough love in the franchise. But anyway, yeah, so like so we have you start with Gamamon, and then you already have 4 champion levels or adult levels. So you have Beetle Gamamon, you have Chaos Gamamon, you have Wizen Gamamon, and you have Gulus Gamamon. 3 of those can turn into Kano Vicemon. Gulus turns into Regulusmon, right? So what is that? So Gamma, Beetle, Chaos, Wizen, Gulus, Kano Vice, Regulus, and then we know Kano Vicemon turns into Siriusmon. And judging by that one at the bottom corner, that looks like an evolution for Regulusmon. Hero is going to come out of this with 8 different evolutions. 8.
8 is
like that's so like, yeah, 4 champions, 2 perfects, and 2 megas. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. You know, Taichi just stole everyone's episodes, but he didn't come out of it with 9 different evolutions. Well, 8. I say 9 including Gamamon as the base form. And then there's this one in the middle that I don't know. It doesn't look like anything. And then the one after it I think it's Kazuhamon. Others have said Sakuyamon, obviously because of the shape. But I think Kuzuhamon makes more sense because we've had Yokomon and Domon rather than Kyubimon and Taumon.
Yeah.
So I think it just makes more sense to keep the purple side of the evolution train going. You know, some people have looked at the silhouette and gone, well, the shape of the staff, and I'm just like, I don't care. I just think it's more Kuzuhamon because we've we have it would be random. Well, I mean, random it can be good, but at this stage, bringing Sakuyamon out of they do have that Sakuyamon figure to sell.
Oh, this is true.
So they could do a merchandising thing. That statue is gorgeous though, and
So
yes,
pretty.
I will be ordering it.
You better be.
So it could be Sakuyamon so that they can sell the new figurine of her, but I think it would make more sense to stick with Kuzuhamon because again we've already done Domon and Yokomon, so keep that side of the evolution train going. It's a very hard one to make out. Yeah, the middle one. Yeah, I don't know what it is, and it doesn't look like anything. So I don't even think like there was an official image that was released. I don't even think like it because it's shown the full evolution tree, but the adventure mode stuff they're keeping quote unquote secret. Bombermon is Koemon? Really? Monkey into
Why
Bombcat.
didn't I think of it before?
Interesting theory.
I posted a picture of him in Discord.
Oh.
This because in case people aren't in my Discord, they won't know what he is.
Yes.
Or who he is.
Good. The middle one is new. Yeah, I think that new one is going to be brand new. I don't. Do you know what I don't want it to be? And because I don't want it to be this is what it's going to be. It's going to be Seriousmon and whatever Regulusmon's evolutions are combined. It's going to be like it's going to be like we might actually finally get a payoff for Picklemon. You know, going, oh my god, you're so cool in the future.
Yeah.
And this is like the one true Gamamon.
The one true Gamamon.
Gamamon gets serious. So yeah, so that's like that is the Vital Bracelet news, really. We don't have much else on that.
It also makes sense that he's something higher as well, again, because
actually I have the image for the more high res versions of the sprites. So hold on a sec. Just so you guys
he's on a green one, and the rest of them are on yellow and blue. Maybe that means something.
Yeah, on yellow and blue.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's
there we go. So, a bit more high res. So there's Fumamon on top left, Gilidhumon in the middle, Bombermon on top right, Zanmetsumon here on bottom left, Regulusmon on bottom middle, and then Seriousmon on bottom right. So why does the Gulus alt get a shield? No idea. It might have something to do with the constellation and whatever, because
it kind of looks like the mask of that one that was.
Oh, kind of does look like a Sepicmon mask. Yeah, it kind of does on the sprite. Bombermon is popping by to have words. Bomberman, right. Regulusmon is the Gulus version of Kano Weissmon. We know, Pedja. We've been saying that. We've said that at the start. Regulusmon is what we were calling Kano Zwartmon for all these weeks, because we knew it was coming, but now we have it confirmed. So that's, but I really do love like the sword gun arms that Seriousmon is rocking.
Yeah, like it's gonna be interesting to see him in full art.
Oh, I can't wait, because I really just want those to like, I want those blades to flip out like Blood Rain.
Oh, that would be cool.
So when they're sheathed or tucked away, they go up the arm, but then he just flicks them out, for damage dealing, and then obviously they just look like giant cannons as well.
Oh, they kind of look like that figure you gave me, where she has the. Oh, what's her name?
Witchblade?
Witchblade. That's the one.
It's the only one from the Espeon Ryumon names that hasn't shown up. Shirobomb. Ludomon? Oh, could be Ludomon. Regulus is part of the Leo sign. Still doesn't really make sense of the shield. Yeah. No, I know. And
maybe something gets a lucky hit on Gulus, and so he develops a shield.
It could just be some of that, I have the ultimate defense, blah blah blah.
They just really wanted to draw a shield.
Yeah. It could just be something to further differentiate him from Kano Weissmon. It could just be something so he doesn't completely look like a dark Kano Weissmon. His cape was already the ultimate defense and offense. With these evolutions, I hope we finally get some plot and some true villains. I think we will. I think what we've been waiting for is going to start building. I still don't think the show is going to end in 8 weeks.
No.
We're not fitting all of this in 8 weeks. This is Digimon. Kulus gets one-shotted. It's using the data from when it was a Gyukimon to evolve into a new form. Oh, he could have been Virus. But so I'm really enjoying this. That we got some clearer images of. No, well, okay, it's just new promo art for the Vital Bracelet itself. I mean, there's not much really to talk about there. It looks like the one that's currently out, but it's red.
Did you mean that one?
No, I just this. Yeah, so in other news, the super complete selection animation of the Digimon Frontier version 2 Digivices have gone up for pre-order. Pre-orders are open until the 31st of October, and they are due to release in March. So if you've seen the video I put up for the super complete selection, and it got the SCSA version of the Tamer's Digivice, then you'll kind of know what to expect from these versions of the Frontier one. The Frontier one does allow you to do a code scan, and if you have both of them, the impression I get is you can summon Sasunomon. Because
that's not confirmed though.
No, because there's a line of text on like the description of it where like a secret voice may be unlocked if you have both. Like something to that effect. So my guess is that you can do a full a full evolution with all of the spirits into Susunomon. But again, that's not confirmed. I'm just hazarding a guess based on text. But and they also come with alternate art cards of Takuya and Koji from BT. Which pack was the Frontier pack? 6, 7? One of those. Whichever one had all the Frontier Tamers in it. Takuya and Koji are getting reprints with alternate art. And also the new outro may debunk the idea of a Gamamon Ryudamon thing. Thank God, let's let this tell its story. I'm certain it'll still have 67 or 80 episodes. Possible, Peja. Absolutely possible at this stage. With all this new information about what's to come. And I've said it before, I've said it before. The toy line releases, Toei are very particular about that because they want releases in line with what's happening on the show. And I think this is why it's taken so long for information on just the Vital Bracelet BE to come out, never mind the Digivice VV version of it, because they wanted everything to line up with the show.
Easier to advertise it that way.
Oh, exactly. And that's why I was saying I think it's going to be Kazuhamon. Not Sakuyamon or Sakuyamon, but they have figurine to promote.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Although,
be shocked.
does she need promoting? Really, everyone was going to want her.
Yeah. No, I don't think she does. But
But we're not a company looking at it. We're the fans.
exactly. Business, business, business.
They're probably, some of them are probably looking at it going, what kind of freaks want to look at that?
But yeah, so the Digivices look fun. The Frontier Digivices look fun. I have the Takuya one pre-ordered already because my collection of having at least one from each show is starting to grow again. The only one I still don't have is the 02 one now at this stage. I need to fix that.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch I have the Pedometer 99 Digivice. I have the pronounced Dual V.
That's fun to say.
No, it's not as fun to say, is it? No. Screw what the company wants. I'm gonna say it my way. Although, to be fair, saying Dual V after Vital Bracelet BE, it's because it's such a mouthful. Vital Bracelet BE Digivice VV.
Yeah.
It's such a mouthful. So cutting that down to Dual V, yeah, I can go either way on that.
I just like the VV because it reminds me of that movie, The Witch. And
I
like the Vavitch, and that's what my brain thinks of every time.
My brain thinks of Rena and her Vmon because it was called VV. But so what? I have the original Pedometer 99 one. I have the Adventure Memorial Digivice, which was also a pedometer one, but it incorporated 99, Tri, and Kizuna. Got the CSA from Tri for the merciful mode one. Doggo, no. Come on, no barky.
No barking.
Hey. See? I told you he'd pipe up eventually.
He just wants to play with the Digivices.
That's it.
One. I want one. Can I have one?
And then the broken gold one from Kizuna. So I have a bunch of adventure ones. I don't have a 02 one now. I've got the one that arrived this week for Tamers. I've got the Frontier one pre-ordered. I've got both versions of the Season 5 one upstairs. I've got a crossloader upstairs. There's an Apply drive sitting in front of us. And I've got the 2020 Digivice. And a D terminal. The only one I don't have right now is the 02.
Stop it.
Aaron McGrowley. He's all annoyed because he doesn't know what's going on behind the door.
He heard 2020 and he was upset. Is that what happened?
Doggo,
not like 2020 either.
Doggomon bark storm attack. So yeah, so I like the 02 one now is the only one I don't have, and if I do get one, it has to be the black one because yeah. Finally get a black Digivice to go with my giant Wormmon plush, you know. But so I really feel as well in about 5 years. No. 3. They will re-release. They'll do a super complete selection for the Season 5 Digivice, but they'll do it for the second version, similar to what they've done with Frontier here.
Yeah.
Because the Frontier Digivice has that data scan or code scan function. And when you're doing the evolution stuff, you can actually scan your hand with it. It reads in between your fingers, which I think is a fun little trick. But the Season 5 Digivice does something similar for activating burst mode. So they're going to want to reuse that technology.
Yeah.
So I can totally see them doing the Digivice burst in another 3 years, a complete version of that with the evolution songs, the intros, the outros, things like that. However, in true Digimon fashion, you will still only be able to get it in orange or blue because who cares about Yoshino and Ikto? So yeah, you'll get it in Masaru orange or Toma blue. Nothing else matters. No, the IC is nicer than the burst. It is. I like the IC more than the burst. I get that, but for the technology they want to put into it, I can see it being the burst, because they'll want to make use of that. They'll want to make use of that finger scan technology or whatever they've put into it.
Yeah.
It's similar, like even the Tamer's Digivice that I have here. It mimics the Digimon signal thing, the search function. Like a little compass pops up and the thing spins around and it settles on a location or whatever. There's a version of that called Spirit Search in the Frontier Digivice. So they're gonna want to, they're gonna want to reuse as many of the features as they can because it's just cheaper for production. And if it's meant to be if it's meant to mimic everything that you could see on the show, then it just makes more sense to go with the burst version over the original over the original version, just because it's more accurate. It does more stuff, yeah, and they can justify put the price point. So yeah. Has he got a taste for wicker all of a sudden?
Apparently so.
You got a taste for wicker, buddy.
I get Meg a new chair.
Break the Chain has almost 2 million views on YouTube. Good. It's a good song. But why reuse features that didn't exist in the show? When in Savers did they use their Digivice as sat-navs? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just using the compass thing as an example. There's the compass function on the D-arc, but there's also a compass function on the detector. Now, the detector is going to come with a scan function, and they're going to want to reuse that scan functionality for the burst mode. So that you can do the whole thing, and as the music's playing, you can run your hand over it and do the whole Digi-soul charge, burst, and whatever else. So they're going to want to reuse that, is what I'm saying. I don't recall if the Savers Digivices acted like the adventure ones, where there was like not necessarily a sat nav, but you could pinpoint the location of other Digivices. I don't remember if it has that function, but I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, we should actually get on with the episode.
Perhaps, but there has been lots to talk about.
There's been lots of good news and lots of good, just exciting stuff to talk about, particularly with Ghost Game's future, because it is very sort of, is it going to start picking up soon? I feel like we're 45 episodes in now, and the show needs to have picked a lane maybe 10 episodes ago. Either you're Scooby-Doo, which is fine, I have no problem with that. So you either lean into that wholeheartedly, or you tell a story. I'm kind of there now. So I'm really hoping that this is sort of what we're building towards.
Hopefully, but honestly, I don't mind.
Do I think that Hero and the gang will go to the digital world? Yes. I think that's how they get their new Digivices. But we'll see. I mean, I'm going to start this episode now anyway. So if you're watching along with us, we are watching on the Crunchyroll app. And if you're watching on Anime Lab, you should be able to check it out there, or wherever it is you do get your anime from. I know I've had to. I know No, we won't judge, because I have had to go above and beyond to be able to watch Savers and Frontier. So if you have to go above and beyond, I won't judge. So, put them back on Crunchyroll and we wouldn't have this problem. Anyway.
Give us some good box sets, we'll buy them.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, yeah, I've got the dub box sets for 02 Tamers and Frontier on the way.
Oh?
Yeah. So the Frontier and 02 ones should be arriving tomorrow. Oh. The Tamers one, I'm not sure, because it would have made sense to buy all 3 box sets from Amazon. But for some reason, Amazon UK only had the American DVD set for Tamers.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like the 02 box set is Region 2 PAL. The Frontier box set is Region 2 PAL. And then the Tamers box set is NTSC. I'm just like, oh.
Why would it even have that?
Yeah. And they're all from sellers within the UK as well. I'm just like, how did you end up with the American box sets? So I ended up having to get it through eBay. It is also on the way, but it might turn up Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. It's not like we have time to watch it in between.
This is true. He won't. He won't judge, but other people would. Perhaps. Good thing I am not other people. Support the official releases where possible. I always maintain that one, but if
where
it's
possible,
where exactly where possible is the key sentence. Exactamundo. So I'm gonna count us down. We'll start this watch along, and I don't know. I hope it's good. I always hope these episodes are good. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Toei cat spinning around, jumps through the film. Ta-da! Ooh. I really do hope we just I really hope we get a new intro theme soon as well. Because we are on now our fifth ending theme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a new one after this episode. So no more Monster Disco.
Aw.
I know. Monster Disco has been their best exit.
I really didn't have that for that long.
No. We probably have, but no. Monster Disco has been replaced this week. End of this episode has a strong nudge nudge. Ooh. Okay.
Oh no. He's eating my hot water pot.
Puppers, can't trust them to do anything.
Mine.
Or can't trust them not to do anything.
Mm-hmm. No. Mine. I'm not getting it. I know it looks like a dog, but it's not quite.
Yeah, the hot water bottle is fluffy and it looks like a dog's face. It's even got little flappy ears. So he is enamored with it.
He wants to pull the ears off. Mine. Okay, you eat your egg.
I can't wait for that already cluttered ending screen to have 5 more Gamamon forms in it.
They just start taking like Jellymon out of it.
Yeah. Frozomon.
Oh no. Not telling us this is gonna have a bad ending.
Lovely news. It's just the Gmail.
Gmail.
Yeah. The 30th is tomorrow. Okay, so it's no longer following our timeline then.
I mean, it's not far off.
No, it was a couple of days ago. World's bigger. The main teacher's secret, Takeshi Koyama's wig blown off by the wind. Oh. So, rumor mill Digimon?
Mm.
Oh, God,
Oh, no.
that face. Undeletable newsletter. Okay. So newsletter rather than newspaper.
Mm.
Moogle photos. Square, you want to have a word with them about that? Oh. Final destination. Ah.
Face just gets more and more terrified as it goes on.
Yeah. Ryudomon!
Ah. With lightsabers.
Glow sticks.
Lightsabers.
He's off to a weep concert. Oscar. He's off to an No. It's free real estate. Oh, come on. He's trying. Tell you what, you're not jealous of Kyoshiro, you know, harping over an idol group?
You're corrupting them with
Idol culture? Uh-oh. Well, that's dangerous. Oh, she gonna get isekai'd?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there's Truck Gun! Oh, God!
Oh, wow. Please stop.
Oh! No, they do not have the balls to do this.
Did they?
They do not. Oh my God! They did!
Did her article say that she died?
Okay, no, the show really doesn't have the balls for that.
Okay.
She's still conscious. And says she's fine. Lady, you just got hit by a truck. Rocco?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Severe skull fracture?
Jeez.
All dorm residents keep out. The computer is boarded up. Oh, so that's what they were. They were just all boxes. Remember that thing last week I thought looked like the Gatchmon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God! I mean, most lads wouldn't mind waking up to that, but I think Kyosho's a bit different.
Oh, no.
God. I keep my stupid jokes to myself.
Why would you run outdoors? Really? A plant pot?
It just said falling object. It's a little. It's literally a mouse.
That's adorable.
It's always like that. What is it, like a cybermat?
Oh, yeah.
Digimon copying Kyosho. Oh. Oh. So we're getting targeted for insulting the news. today? A hero just. It's about the idols. The show is so getting censored. So this is how we're motivating Kyoshiro. His idols are in danger.
Yep.
Oh boy. There's his courage.
Mm-hmm.
Voice actor idols. If they didn't do his show, he probably wouldn't have cared. Okay.
That hat looked like the hat from.
It looks like Tomoki's hat.
Yeah.
Hey! God, it's been years since I've seen that building. Familymon's not up there, is he? Or Wizardmon's ghost? Aw, they're all adorable for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly Asuka. What?
Mm-hmm.
Kyoshiro's so jealous of his face.
Is he panicking? Saluting him.
Kyoshiro, God, I wish that was me. Kyoshiro's getting cock blocked by Gamamon. Oh. He's like, she's hugging his arm, like, no, this one's mine. This one is mine. Corgi Angel, welcome to the chat. Hi.
Hiya.
Okay.
Well,
Uh-oh.
not be your concern right now.
No, it shouldn't. Oh. I like that, like, despite her... Oh. Don't like those teeth.
No.
Of course Amu Rice wins. Of course Amu Rice wins. Borgor. Wait, what?
What?
Skydiving? Unless Kyosho figures out how to fly.
Even in an episode where she's, or in any situation where she's not at risk of dying.
He's putting an awful lot of stock in this hologram.
Yeah.
Oh god. Did Kyber Corp pay for this? Nah, the plane's not dragony enough. Still though, that is some super jet they're flying. Oh, and Goromon's evolved.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I assume Gamamon needs to evolve into
House.
because flying.
Oh.
Why are you random body parts? I don't like you.
Why is it just Satsuma from Savers? Oh god. Oh! Jellymon with the spinning bird kick? That might have just made Gavamon my favorite character this week. Just grabbed Hero and dove. But no, seriously, the flight instructor, I guess. Um, he looks like and has the same glasses as Commander Satsuma from season 5.
Who?
The guy on Anna's back. Oh, here we go.
Oh. All I can see are teeth. And it makes me think of that thing from Voice of Cards.
Hobblemon. Our newest Digimon. There's a fake news joke somewhere in here, and I just can't be bothered to come up with it.
Okay. Since the other, well, I suppose they can't see what's going on.
No.
But I was going to say, since the other two are actually safe, because she's the one that's targeting, can Simbar not, Fly.
Yeah. Is the other guy just plummeting still? Did they save him?
No, he's attached to her.
Is he still? Okay. Oh, he is. Okay, good.
He did?
He died!
I mean, he was murdering people, so...
Yeah, I know, but this show doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Digimon aren't exempt from fall damage, even in hologram form. This episode got really dark all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
His hair isn't pink enough to be an idol.
No, seriously, what were the last 2 minutes of this episode?
Yeah.
Like, that was such a tonal shift. Also, I do love Ryudamon hanging out with Kyotaro, because we did say that would probably be a thing.
Yeah.
Give the weeb the samurai. Yeah, like...
Yeah.
The lack of Airdramon, though, in Ruli's shot.
Yeah.
Commit to it, cowards! Give Ruli Airdramon, you cowards. So. Oh. It's the Queen's supper, is it? More water shenanigans. Queen's banquet. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Banquet.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was generic scary anime person.
Was it human form? Or
hey Justin. Hey, no worries. Always welcome.
I love the news trends this series is taking.
Yeah.
New trends?
Yeah. I guess, but
or news. I don't know.
Something interesting. Publymon is the first antagonist that's an original Digimon, not using one that already exists. That means from now on, they can make whatever Digimon they feel like for future stories. I mean, this is true. I mean, Publymon is the first Yeah, newly created antagonist. Which is fun, but as I alluded to earlier, he is descended from Appmon.
Okay.
Particularly, nope, not that one. Where did I put these images? Reviewmon and Kosomon. So
I remember those melts. I don't remember those Appmon at all, but I remember those melts.
So, basically, you know how we've said before, like a lot of Appmon are just reinterpretations of existing Digimon. So we have Reshamon for Locomon and Trailmon, and you know, and Timemon for Clockmon and things like that. This show did it the opposite way.
Yeah.
So they took an Appmon and went, let's redo it, but as a Digimon. So the hoodie is just Shellmon's hell. It's Shellmon's, well, shell. Did Publimon deserve it? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Publimon was willing to kill people to get his
clicks.
big scoop for his clicks. Yeah. So Publimon, you know, got hoist by his own well, I guess no, he didn't. He plummeted hard. So yeah. So that's why I was saying the one with the Appmon, because it is a repurposed Appmon design.
Yeah.
But I do like this idea. Even now, next week, we don't know, because they've been very good about hiding the monster of the week. We don't know now if. See, 20 minutes review of the pros and cons of social media. Yeah. I mean, effectively, yeah, that's what this was.
Yeah, my first thought after you said he's willing to kill for whatever, I was like, oh, so he's like that Paul brother. Not that he killed, but you know what I mean.
Suicide Forest? Yeah, I get you. So
can you move that off my head? It's freaking me out.
Is it? You scared of Kosomon?
Yeah. Aww. Are you not seeing the same mouth that I am? Because that's terrifying. It reminds me of that fish Pokemon that looks like a hooker.
Yeah, okay. Fine. No, look, I was saying they've been very good about hiding who the monster of the week is lately. And we've been sort of speculating based on existing Digimon. Oh, well, who'd fit with water? What's this? What's that? This could be anything now.
Yeah, that's what Reiko said.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I agree with Reiko. That's why I read Reiko's comments out before I said that. Like, they can.
Read that one? I didn't read that one. Sorry.
So we can't truly predict what the antagonist will be each episode. Yeah.
Anyhow, he said, sure we can. They won't be given the time for that luxury every week. But 2 weeks in a row and then not after, you know.
Well, I guess we'll have an idea. Like, we should have. No, we probably won't get spoilers until the following week.
Yeah, because
they're usually on the episode after where it ends off. So if we don't have spoilers next week, we won't get them. So that'll be for the 16th, 23rd, 30th, and then 6th in November. So, I mean, we can always see based on what those synopses look like if it's easier to predict.
The true enemy this week was clickbaiting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I kind of really like this episode.
Yeah.
Like, the last 5 minutes really turned it around. Like, up until then, I was kind of like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Like, I'm not bored, but I could watch any other episode instead. Like,
I enjoyed the idols.
The idols were fun. Like, they were, they were there. You know, Kyoshiro, you know, finding his courage to go and save idols is funny.
Yeah, and all his posing was great.
Yeah, the like and corrupting Ryudamon and
Gamamon trying his best.
yeah, and but and it's kind of there's an interesting bit of world building there as well because Gamamon over the course of the last couple of episodes has now and then talked about what he and Kyoshiro get up to while he's babysitting. So, you know, Gamamon's been like, oh, you know, oh, I was watching this show with Kyoshiro, and you know, there was that one. God, what was it like? That time I got reincarnated as a high school,
or something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
but, yeah.
You know, taking the mick out of the stupid titles for those isekai anime. Also, I do find it funny that in the space of 3 hours, I've watched 2 Digimon episodes back to back where a character nearly gets hit by a truck. Because I watched the first episode of Frontier earlier on, just to sort of bring myself back up to speed. And yeah, I totally forgot that Takuya nearly gets hit by a truck in the opening 5 minutes. You know, it's the phone message's fault. He gets a phone message that's like, your role in a great destiny, blah blah blah. Get on this train. Get on the 5:45 train to such and such. And he gets the message at like 6:25. So I'm like, you could have given him more time to get to the station. You know, maybe then he wouldn't have nearly got hit by a truck. But
hey, she almost got hit by a truck because she was looking at her phone too.
True. It's tradition.
If this was He-Man or Gem, they'd talk about the dangers of your phone.
Well, no, but Takuya wasn't even looking at his phone. He had bolted out of the house at this stage, and he's running, and he passes by this father and son that are you know, passing a football back and forth. Football, soccer, actual football, not pigskin. I joke. Look, I appreciate the fact that you guys play rugby in armor. Cowards. Anyway. I kid. I just wanted to make the distinction, and I figured I'd have a little fun.
They're just randomly taking shots at sport.
Yeah, sport, because I love sport. Sports ball, yeah, go team, woohoo!
But don't mislabel
it. Exactly, yeah. But anyway, right. So he runs by this father and son that are kicking a ball back and forth, and he's running down this hill, and the ball escapes the kid and rolls down after it. So he stops the ball, and he's doing the good Samaritan thing where he's going to kick it back. Truck. And it's like, oh no, is this my life now? So it's just kind of funny watching 2 episodes back to back where isekaiing is involved. But yeah, but like the episode had some fun elements to it, but I was kind of expecting this to go formula. You know, they catch Publimon, they get into a fight, no perfect levels show up because he's only an adult. Well, I didn't know that, but kind of figured once the episode took to the sky, I was like, maybe we'll get Kano Vice, but I don't see it. But I kind of had a feeling he wasn't going to show up.
Yeah, I figured it would be Chaos. So
yeah.
I was like,
oh yeah. Well, Gamamon diving out of the plane.
That was fantastic.
Is amazing and probably makes Gamamon my favorite character this week, just for that little instance alone. But either way, I thought it was going to be, no, what you're doing is hurting people. You know, they've had this before where a Digimon will outright try to kill somebody for whatever the reason of the week is. And it's just like, just don't do it again. And I kind of figured it was going to go that way.
Oh, I didn't understand that it would kill
them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I just thought it would have been a kind of episode because of it. And Pokemon just dies.
Yeah, that.
Like, he doesn't, like, Digimon, hologram Digimon don't have, like, they have, they take fall damage. So
nobody seemed upset.
no, oh god, no, nobody
it.
seemed upset about it.
Hero was just looking like, yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah, it was like even when they were down on the ground, it's like, hey, what happened? Oh, Publimon. And but the whole thing, nobody seemed upset about Publimon falling to his death before they could save him or whatever. And you chat can't see it, but I'm doing bunny ears for save him. It just seemed to be more they were annoyed at clickbait, and I don't want to use the CC term because that's taboo in Digimon after a certain stage play.
Yeah.
But there was elements of that.
Yeah. He just didn't care about anyone. Yeah, that's true. He was just harming humans, and they just went, nope, you're not doing that. Even Gamamon didn't even kind of go, oh no, gone on a journey.
Yeah, there was none of that. He just died.
Even little baby Gamamon just did not care.
Yeah, you hurt my little sister. That was it. Gamamon was so. Also, can we say like Anna? Like I think it's adorable because like what happened with Anna here is kind of, in a sense, like with the Calamaramon episode where Gamamon's just bonding with another child, and having the time of his life. But she went, yeah, this hologram will protect me.
And the others just popped off and went, hi, we're security hologram. And they're all like, yeah, sure, protect us.
Yeah.
We've never met any of these people before, but yeah, we'll trust them.
Yeah, does this technology exist? They just appeared from nowhere.
See, I thought she was going to be scared of Gamamon when he popped up.
Yeah.
Because she was kind of looking at him all scared, and I was like, oh, it's
that was the fake out. Well, that was the fake out.
Yeah, so I was like, she's going to think he's here to kill her or something.
Yeah.
But then, no, she grabbed him.
Now the baby, because Gamamon is baby, and everyone trusts a baby. But yeah, no, he just dies. And then like the last 2 minutes of the episode is like clickbaiting is bad, and I can't believe people would go out of their way to use social media to hurt other people. And I'm like, I've seen this story before. But just the show takes a dark turn after Gamamon jumps out of the plane.
Yeah, it does. Like he's like, yeah, she's gonna plunge to her death. Not even like I'm gonna make sure she gets hurt, No, I'm gonna straight up murder her.
Well, I suppose when they faked us out with the truck, he had to make good on his promise to kill somebody. But yeah, that last 3 to 5 minutes are just wild because the show doesn't do this. Like this isn't Gulus Gamamon turning up and 86ing everybody like episode 13 or whatever his first appearance was. It wasn't that, but it was just the show doesn't do this. Like the show has gone out of its way to make death matter. When a Digimon is killed off, it's either because Gulus Gamamon is just fed up with your bollocks, or the Raremon situation where they were doing it a kindness. Yeah. This was just, you got what you deserved.
Yeah. Doing themselves a kindness.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Pokemon found out.
Yeah, you could even see it in like Kaus's face when he was going, like he was watching him fall, and he was just, no.
Yeah.
I'm letting this happen.
Where any other episode would have been, no, we have to save him. Because we have to make sure the moral of the story is learned at the end. So you could see how they were trying to reach Publimon while he's falling, trying to save him.
Were they? I think they were.
I mean, I'm happy to reboot the episode and have a look again. But he's attacking and stopping. Oh, because he's so focused on throwing the paper airplanes at them that he just can't.
I saw Chaos, like when all those paper planes were flying past him, going, no, you're falling.
Yeah, because he wasn't exactly dodging them either.
No.
Like they were just sailing by him. So if they at least had one scene of animation where Chaos, I don't know, does a barrel roll, or it's like Hero there's too many airplanes. We can't get to him on time.
Mm.
I think that would justify that. To fulfill his promise that someone was going to die from the fall. Yeah, he was actually committing. You.
Be careful using that word.
Oh, okay, that's an interpretation of it. Yeah. But he was, but like he wouldn't have.
The story wouldn't have got out then, though.
No, because I thought
that was his main purpose.
Yeah, because the way I saw it or interpreted, and I'm happy to go back and reload those few minutes just to take just to take a second look at it. My thought process on it was he was attacking relentlessly so that they would plummet and his story would come true. I didn't see it as him giving up and sacrificing himself. You know,
yeah, let's watch that again.
Yeah, let's give that. There's also Simbar and Goromon. Digitamamon. Yeah, but again, that's again.
Yeah.
Because it's doing Digitamamon a kindness, because Digitamamon has just gone too far. He's not the same person Angoromon knew before. You know, so they've always had death mean something in this show. But this was very much just
could be the reason that Gulas gets to a Hero's going a bit dark.
I don't know. I actually do want to know how that works out.
Yeah.
Like, how is Regulusmon a thing? But let's focus on this first. So, yeah, let's go there. Jelly. Okay, so we're back at the evolution. Said he chose to be tangible. If you think about it, if he wanted, he could have become intangible and passed through the floor. Instead, he chose to be tangible. So, it's a very bleak take on it.
Let's see if we can watch it with that in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Duke Rack. Okay, yeah, so pop star Anna from D Topics falls to her death. So that's sensational. The dual keyboard attack, though, is kind of funny. Okay, so there goes Anna's balloon. Balloon parachute. Jesus.
I was waiting for you to get that. So there he's just damaged his own.
No. He keeps telling them to fall.
Has he not realized that his own parachute is broken?
Oh no, Hero does reach out.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if he knew he broke his own.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew he broke his own. Because he kept throwing attacks trying to get Kaus to fall. That or he's just gone mad, and as long as the fall happened, he got what he wanted. I think there's a couple of ways to look at that, and they're not. None of them are great. It's a bleak outlook either way.
Oh, Hero's not upset that he didn't save him. He might have reached for him, but he doesn't care.
I think he would know if you're falling from the sky. Yeah, but if he'd just gone mad and just like, and just said, well, as long as someone falls, my story will come true. The story became more about the fall than who the fall happened to.
But he was obsessed with it being her because his story got so many likes because it was a celebrity.
Yeah, but did he just go mad after they saved her the second time? Like, did he just crack?
Maybe.
Which is pretty much normal with sensational news, yeah. So what I kind of like here is that he's standing on a gate. So that's like we really are sort of hinting that the digital world visit, the trip is coming. Because you see that like when before he says to Gabumon, it's just buildings in front of him, but that silhouette is clearly meant to be like a fence. So Airdramon should be in the background somewhere, but with all this talk about falling, it's a good thing Gamamon didn't fall from grace again. Gulas would have just stabbed him and went, yeah, okay.
There was no reason for Gulas to come out in this episode.
No, God,
no. Gabumon willingly pulled him out of a plane and how running feet. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gabumon just went, yeah, come on, we're skydiving. He's an ugly mofo, though, isn't he? The Shellmon hoodie is inspired, though.
He looks like a little hacker emoji.
Yeah. Which is also fitting given a bunch of his attacks. Gamamon Leroy Jenkins. This week's episode, Digimon tries to kill an idol for Twitter likes, but fails, so he tops himself. Good lord, he commits Sudoku. Yeah, that is just red-haired Sephiroth.
I was thinking.
I just saw the shoulder pad. I was like,
the shoulder pad. I didn't see that.
Yeah. No, but it does just look like, you remember the Domon episode with like when Hero was possessed by the prince? It does just look like traditional feudal Japanese person.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like it's not a very good shot to get information from.
Undertaker from Black Butler. I mean, his eyes are always covered, but then he has a big happy smile.
Yeah, I see that.
Weird angel.
Oh, we do have a Sephirothmon. Looks nothing like that though. It's more like a Jewish Sephiroth. So you've got the 12 spheres all connected. But looks like a new plant lady is coming. Oh, I'd be okay with that. Unless they're gonna use one that exists but hasn't gotten a lot of screen time lately or at all.
Are any plant ladies to do with the water? Or hallucinations, perhaps?
Oh. Like, I'd be okay with them using Lotusmon again. But I have a personal bias there with Lotusmon. Rafflesimon, if they want to start bringing more megas into it, which is like a fusion of Rosemon and Lotusmon. Seraphiramon. Lotusmon has purplish skin. This one has green skin. Yeah, like unless I'm saying it's a new one for something as small and easily changed as that. Yeah, it's totally not just a filter on the screen at all. No.
Does Lotusmon have like a shiny version?
Bio Lotusmon. Yes.
You like BAYOU?
No, bio as in BIO.
Ah.
So this is Lotusmon.
Pretty.
Very pretty. Nope, full size image on the wiki never works as intended. And then her.
I recognize her hat thing because I don't like lotus pods.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then. Oh, really? Is it? She's not her own entry, rather than just an addendum on the main page. Really?
Oh.
You weirdos. Okay. That makes no sense. Oh, Rotus. Yeah, it did get weirdly translated. As a lot of things in Savers did. You see the difference?
The green hat.
Yeah, that's it. The difference is the lotus pod on her head turned from purple to green. That's the difference.
I'm glad they look cartoony because I'd be very upset right now looking at these.
So
she didn't come up when you typed bio though.
Yeah, yeah, strange. I
don't know Bloom Lordmon, but it looks.
Oh yeah, I'll show you Bloom Lordmon. So that's Rafflesimon. And yeah, Rosemon and Lotusmon fusion. Rafflesi.
Rafflesimon.
Oh. Pervert. And that is a Bloom Lordmon.
Pretty.
But let's see, back to the chat. It's voiced by Cosmo. Sword Needle Rain. Okay. I don't know where to start with this one. I'm just gonna swap this out too.
The chat see it?
Yep. So
my phone is dying, so I can't use chat on it.
Okay. So this episode is fine.
My instinct is saying
yeah,
but the ending is
thinking 3.5. I don't think it's a 4.
Yeah, like it's getting more points for that ending because I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like
he's just dead and none of you care and you're just all,
Yeah, like here, like you see a brief glimpse of Hero reaching out, but it's nonplussed afterward. Like there's no, we couldn't save him. They just carry on, and the outrage is more over the clickbaiting than anything else, and the idea of fake news and things like that. So, or alternative facts, I suppose. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Okay.
Because like it's a fine. I actually think that ending is helping a lot, because if this episode went to formula, I'd almost say it's a 2.
Yeah, like it has some
I would say
fun little bits in it.
Yeah. Like Kyoshiro, Ryudamon, and Gamamon doing the idle poses, or Gamamon and Ryudamon, having a sword fight with glow sticks. It's really cute. The episode is kind of just there.
Middling, yeah.
So if it wasn't for that ending, I think this would be a 2 for me. So the ending is giving it a whole extra 1.5 points.
I don't know if it's... The ending has interested me. Especially the whole digital world mention and...
Yeah, it looks like we're finally getting there. Maybe by episode 50. Out of 70, maybe?
Maybe this is where that conversation starts. I'm gonna stick with the 3.
Okay. And favorite character?
Kyoshiro.
Okay, that is very fair. He was very animated in this episode.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Kyoshiro's facial expressions were on point.
Yeah. And just like the posing and being all perfect match to the idols.
Oh yeah,
great. And just seeing him like salute the idols because he was a nervous fanboy or whatever.
And then just get by Gamamon being like, "Hi, I'll protect you."
Literally in the middle of him saying the same thing.
Yeah. Doggo's awake. So I'm gonna put it below Chain Letter. I actually think Chain Letter still does this episode better. I don't think it's better than last week's. But I still think Chain Letter is a better episode.
The ending of that though was enough. They did by Chain Letter.
Yeah, but like, and you know what? Maybe it should rank above Chain Letter because Chain Letter was to formula. This went actually no. Like it kind of played with the same idea and concept.
Chain Letter also had the stupid ending that never got paid off.
What is that? Yeah, oh, I'll be back. And yeah, he could be doing anything. I actually at this stage, I don't think Zasomon is coming back.
If anyone's coming back, I don't think it's going to be him.
No. I'm actually worried for Felismon at this point. I like it, and that upsets me because Felismon would have been perfect as this either recurring villain or one that forces them into their mega levels.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of worried they're not going to pay that off.
Yeah.
So which leads me to the question, like, what is he doing?
Like,
because he ended that episode being like, "Oh, I'll just go to another town and do this again."
Yeah.
They've done nothing and never mentioned it. It's never brought up.
Yeah, even you think like with Rory's popularity and her channel and all that, if it happened in another town, people would be like, "Hey, that thing that you were talking about."
Yeah. The other thing the other thing is like not even Ruri's channel, but Angoramon has that whole network keeping an eye on Digimon activity.
That too.
And it's just never addressed.
Yeah. And I know Famdemon needed to like recover a bit from that attack, but it's been long enough now, hasn't it?
Famdemon, where were you?
25.
Yeah. Another banquet episode
Oh yeah.
at 46. Not even
Famdemon's queen.
No. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna do shipping and be like, "Ooh, Lady Devimon episode confirmed." But I think it's funny that we have two banquets. Then again, Red Eye and these two episodes were meant to be Red Eye and Red Rust, and it just got changed to Rust. So who knows?
I just thought it would be because if it was Lady Devimon, then I feel like the Famdemon episode should have been Devimon.
You keep it at perfect level because then you force interesting things to happen.
You go king and queen. I suppose they're more like siblings.
I don't
know. Okay, I'll stop talking then.
Please. No, I mean I don't care about the semantics of it is what I mean. And not.
I feel if they were doing it.
I don't think they would. I think they just go, ooh, spooky. I don't think you have to pair them off like Devimon and Lady Devimon and Angelmon and Angelwoman. I don't think you need to do that.
You don't have to, but I don't know.
Stop shipping.
I'm doing the opposite.
Rank the damn episode.
I want to change chain letter.
Oh. Okay, we'll start with that then.
Also a 3.
Okay. So that knocks this down a bit. I'm just going to shift this down here a tick. Yeah. Because now I need to know, where does chain letter fall in your set of 3s? I need to make that happen first.
It's not quite freezing hell. I would say put both of them above Labyrinth of Grief.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Right. So okay. So do you want this episode on top of?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move the other ones back.
I know. Not like I haven't been doing this for 45 weeks. 46 if we include the special. We try not to.
Yeah, I'm happier now.
Okay. Fair enough. You okay down there, buddy? Dog's just sitting on my feet. It's a thing he likes to do. Yeah, I think that's more than fair.
Yeah, like they're essentially this. So to a point.
To a point, but like this episode, this episode is.
That's why I put this episode above that one, because the ending.
Yeah, that's really what this episode has going for it, is its ending.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just
the ending
there.
Could have been on any other episode with any other Digimon.
Yeah.
That was doing harm to people.
Your Digimon is in another town. Allegedly. Allegedly, Desmond. So animated. He's even more animated than already is animated. Yeah, he was. They made him like they really exaggerated all his expressions this week, and it made just for some good visual humor.
Yeah, I agree with Yami there.
Oh.
I almost gave it a 3.5 and concluded after looking at the other 3.5s it was solely for the shock factor ending, so gave it a 3.
Yeah, that's all. This episode only has its ending going for it. Otherwise, it's just kind of meh. You know, I feel like
it's fun and cute, but it's filler as fuck. So
yeah, no. Oh, don't worry, we're well beyond getting sponsorships, so curse away. I've inquired. Nobody will touch us. And I'm not willing to sanitize for corporations, so come here, buddy. I am happy. Oh, hey, you Taco.
Rockman, what did you think of the episode?
Bark, bark, bark.
I think he's afraid of the mic.
I think so. It's imposing. It's just giant and imposing for no reason, isn't it, buddy? Isn't it? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kissies. Thank you. Reiko, it has been going for a year already. I've drawn Digimon for 44 weeks.
Actually, the same size as his head. Sorry.
Oh. This is true. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Publimon drawing. Because that'll be creepy. Yes, it will.
Oh, because Reiko's very good at being really creepy.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll just jump over to the comments section then for last week and get a move on. You falling asleep on my lap, are you? I don't mind. You should probably go to bed, buddy. No? Okay. Right. So let's see then. I still need to learn a lot about making things creepy. Well, your training is going very well.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Okay, so we have 2. Right, the mailbox is gonna go by super fast this week. I say that.
No, click read more.
2 hours later. So Justin says, well, always nice to be back here on the podcast. Oh, thank you. We're always happy to have you. And get to talk about bunnies killing bunnies that about buddies. Killer buddies that will end you if you get in the way. Yeah, don't interrupt their work. He's getting jealous that I have my hand on the mouse and not his head. I like the episode, although you could skip the episode and not miss anything, but that isn't exactly true because there's one detail. We pretty much learned that Kano Weissmon isn't the only one, and that Lamormon has the time limit as well. Yep, Ruli got the red screen of death. Lamormon, protect Ruli. Ruli, Lamormon, smash. Lamormon, Digivice beeps. Simbaran, Goramon. Ah, crap. It really makes me wonder if my theory is right about the attacks causing the timeout, because Hero did call out Dragania command and another attack. The red screen thing is becoming a major problem. Like, imagine if Hokuto made a business selling Digivices. Justin, hello! Is this the Monokawa Hokuto? Yes, I've been having a problem with my Digivice, where it gives me a red screen every time I go past the adult level. Hokuto, sorry, I don't know. Good luck! Yeah, Hokuto is the screw-off Hokuto, and the worst part is it can happen to Thetismon. Yeah, we haven't seen that yet, so I imagine that's coming. I give this episode a 3, and my favorite character is Kyoshiro, because even though he was written out most of the episode, he finally scolded that little brat and said, Jellymon, no, go to your room, young lady. Yeah, and that was still a nice part of the episode.
It was.
Jellymon showing humility is still like, wow, they actually did that. Because remember, like, at the start, when she turned up, and we were like, oh yeah, she's gonna do something and nearly get him killed, and then she'll have a change of character and she'll go through all this development. Oh, we were so naive and optimistic.
Like, I can see her doing something else, being more careful about it, trying to learn from what she's done, but still doing something.
Yeah. And then Hedja commented. So both 44 and 45 were okay, I guess. I would give them both a 3. It's nice to see Hero's dad in the digital world after 44 episodes and finally hear Hero ask Gamamon about the digital world. But the main thing this week was the reveal of Gamamon's Mega Form Siriusmon and Gulu's Perfect Level Regulusmon, which is basically a Gulu's version of Kano Vicemon. Yep, we dubbed it Kano's Wartmon. They look great. Both Digimon look great, so I guess we'll finally get some powerful villains or Monster of the Week. Give us something good, Toei. Don't waste good potential of this show. Yeah, we can only hope. When the group finally gets to the digital world and we start meeting Bombermon and Fumamon and all of that stuff, we might actually see Uber again. We haven't seen Uber in about, what did we say last time? About 20 episodes?
Yeah.
What was the Splashmon episode? That was the last time?
Yeah, he came and picked him up because he was frozen.
Yeah.
And he didn't. We didn't see him in this one picking up no eggs. So
no, well, there was no egg. There was no egg. He just died. He didn't reformat, which is also very interesting. That he didn't reformat. Because they weren't in a field. The logic holds. If a Digimon dies in the real world, it can't reformat.
Okay.
It's because they weren't in a digital field. It was the information couldn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fades away. Oh no. Actually getting all the cuddles. Like, stop paying attention to that and pay attention to me.
Basically, yeah. I know Pedja said something earlier about Dragon Quest Dai ending in a couple of weeks, so he reckons a lot of the animators will shift over to this show because they'll be freed up to work on other projects. So we could see an animation bump for a few episodes.
Or maybe they'll be the ones working on all the crazy armor looking stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Getting it to move believably. Because
I feel like Dragon Quest would have.
Yeah, well, like Zametsumon just looks like he looks kind of clunky in his sprite, so I'm kind of worried about how that will look in motion. Because like in Cross Wars, when Shoutmon Cross 7 Superior Mode turns up, he is so big and bulky, like he gets 2 frames of animation to do everything. Oh, it's literally just 2 frames of animation and his attack is done.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want Zametsumon to sort of suffer that fate. So I was watching another review of this episode and it never even crossed my mind that Ghost Game 45 could be a very vague reference to Death Note. I didn't get the Death Note references, but I mean, predicting the future by writing someone's name on a letter, but the Death Note like goes Final Destination on you.
Whereas he was just killing them himself or hurting them himself.
Yeah,
or sending his limbs.
Yeah, like Publimon was making his news happen.
Yeah.
I've been saying that from the start. Where the Death Note kind of, again, it goes kind of Final Destination on you. Like you put the name in and plot ghosts, I guess, do the rest.
Yeah.
Publimon was going out to make sure his stuff came true, so it's the similarities are there, but I wouldn't say any reference is intentional.
Yeah, like he targeted normal people and then he targeted the celebrity, knowing he'd get more likes or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the only thing it really ties into for me really is that he was picking names and putting them
into a letter of sorts. Yeah
and then, well, I suppose no one died, but they got hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so
all the comments.
That's that is kind of everything. We have we do have to look at the eyeballs.
No.
But we can look at the other thing before the eyeball. Oh well, because no, there's something after the eyeballs.
Yeah, we'll look at the eyeballs first.
Yeah. The previews for this week's episode gave it more Death Note vibes than the actual episode did.
still got early edition out of it.
Yeah, I got demented early edition because I was expecting a newspaper, not a newsletter.
Yeah.
Like even the episode title is Ghost Newspaper. Not really a newspaper.
No.
You know, it's a newspaper a newsletter is a newspaper in the same way Digimon are holograms. You know. Will Wisemon be in it? Oh, Wisemon. I love that design, really. He's fun. Ancient Wisemon, though. That is a look. That is a look.
Oh. Have I seen?
No.
Yeah. I like how you know every Digimon that I've seen or not seen.
Well, I know what media you've been exposed to, so.
Yeah.
Right, so this is Wisemon. He lives in a book.
He's a thingy from Star Wars. What are they called?
Jawa?
Jawa.
Yeah.
My brain wanted to say Tarkin, but
yeah, no, he is. He's a Jawa that lives in a book. We've seen him in Cyber Sleuth.
Does not look familiar.
Oh, okay. So Ancient Wisemon, though, looks like this.
Okay.
It looks more like a Final Fantasy character than.
Yeah. He looks like one of those. Where does he? Oh, the wizard-looking things in Zelda.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah. He is the ancestor of one of my favorite spirit Digimon from Frontier.
Oh.
Mercurymon, the one that talks all like Macbeth stage play, like that console in Xenoblade.
Yeah.
And he's also the ancestor of Sephirothmon. So yeah. Right, so hold on, let me bring up then the new batch of drawings. You can of course see them first by joining our Discord.
Oh, I still have 10% back.
Good. So Reiko's Eismon drawing was not ready for when we kicked off last week's podcast. Probably because, well, that might have been my fault. Might.
That too.
So.
But oh my god.
Yeah, you're really not looking forward to this one, are you?
No, I'm not.
Aw, poor Meg.
It's fantastic, don't get me wrong. The effort that went into this, but oh dear.
So let's see then. Where did I put that other window capture? There we go. So this is the Eisbon drawing. And
I keep going to post
how many eyes? 379 or something? I'm just gonna pop it back up to the top. So 379 eyes are in there. It doesn't look like it, but I'm not going to doubt.
My eyes.
It's so good. So just to like really get up and close with the details.
You had to, didn't you?
Yeah. Like especially because of the teeth over here, and
like,
and then the raised ones, like for the fins or the flippers or whatever they are. Those appendages.
Appendages.
That's so good. It took a bit of time to make them and to count them. Good lord. I don't doubt that, Reiko. Jesus. So then here's the version without the text. Which just wow. Oh. Dogo, are you okay?
Would you like me to take him while you're clicking?
He's just, I don't know what he's up to. He's having a sniff and a rest, and he's just like
he's also kind of falling.
I have him. He's not gonna fall. I have him. Oh,
yeah, see, he doesn't like when his butt's not supported.
I have him. It must have got confusing. Does Eismon really have that many eyes? I mean, it can have as many as you want it to, I guess. Especially based on last week when it was covering people in them. But
yeah, okay.
Meg's done.
Next drawing. Can I have the puppy, please?
Sure. Go on.
Hi, puppy. You're so cute. You only have 2 eyes.
We'll just get up close and personal
No!
with this one as well.
Touch me, Rocco.
Oh, I love them. Like this one particularly here, like the
thank you.
The big one in the middle here looks particularly bulbous. It's great. Oh, it's so good.
It's great, but horrifying.
And I like that we got to see the process last week with the Reiko cam in the corner, I suppose.
Great. Thank you. I'm getting all the kisses now.
Oh, good. Yeah. So that's that one.
Thank you.
Now for this week, we have.
I'm getting dizzy. I'm seeing red spots. Ow! Where are you going?
This week we have Antilamon or Andiramon. Whichever you prefer to call it. And they're just creepy. Like
they look like they're about to release a cool rap album.
Yeah, they do. They look like they're about to drop the album of the summer. But yeah, no, they just I really do. I loved like the folds in here on the ears.
Yeah.
Like that makes them look like really realistic.
Tiny noses.
Yeah, more red eyes, but there's not 300 of them, so I'm sure this was a bit easier.
There's an appropriate number of eyes.
An appropriate number. Yeah. Nobody gets in the way of our work. Yeah, no, I really do like this. Kokomon. Yeah, that is Meg's partner, all right.
Okay.
So then for there's the version without the text, and I won't lie, my brain got super confused about where the ears ended and the arms started.
Yeah, I can see why you would think that.
Because it looks like, I know it's not, but it kind of also looks like 2 hands raising up from the front of the screen and reaching for the viewer.
Yeah, as if there's one of them underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So there's one underneath the screen and they're towering over you. It's still unsettling.
Either way, it's great.
But it's not. You can see where they differentiate, and there's the bottom of the ear there. But pardon me. but yeah, no, I love this. The very simplistic background is very good, just
Mm.
because it really just sets everything else off, and
Mm.
I love how particularly angry this one is.
Yeah.
Like the other two lads are just there to do their job. Like
They look like bodyguards.
Yeah, they just turned up for work, but this one's particularly annoyed
Mm.
about the cancel orders or the group trying to interfere.
Mm.
So I dig it. And just the detailing even on the body armor here
Yeah,
and the
that was really
jewel
good.
and such, really good.
Everything always just looks like you can reach out and touch it, and it's gonna feel like what it's supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I totally agree with that. So
They don't shower over you, they aren't under your mouth. Doesn't look like they're about to choke you out. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, doesn't it? Hey Juggernaut, welcome.
Did my posts go in? They did.
Hmm?
I was just making sure my posts went in.
Oh yeah.
I can only see my own posts in the chat right now on my phone. It was still doing the thing. I have to reinstall it.
Boo.
I can only see what's in the chat if I close the chat and open it again.
It's lame.
No, it's not like Twitch where it all disappears when you do that. I can still see what happened in the past, but
but yeah, so we don't really have anything else. I think we spent I think we spent like the first 40 minutes of this going over the new Vital Bracelet and Digivice news.
yeah.
So for a show where we did that, I think we've actually made good time for the episode and everything else. I think we'll get ready to bounce.
Yeah.
Like even the chat doesn't seem particularly plussed about this episode. Like everyone's kind of gone, yeah, it was okay.
It's an episode. Good ending. It's an episode.
Yeah, okay. Like there's no big wider discussion of the show to be had from this. And like as Yami said, like it is just an episode that's held up by its ending.
Yeah.
It was a fun episode, but there wasn't too much to talk about. No, there really wasn't. And
straightforward, and it's what happens next from that ending that really comes into it.
Hero starting to ask about the digital world more often now, and then because like that's been happening more, and we know the deadbeat is alive. Jimmy Alexander Huerta Vasquez, welcome to the stream. I've said that right. Bounce is good. I need to be off. Okay, Yami. I do hope everyone likes the new Pokemon Wiglet. That's not a Diglett at all. Convergent evolution, baby. Or is it divergent evolution? One or the other.
But it is a H monster from Seven Pirates H.
It is a H monster. It is like I'm telling you. There will be fan art of Wiglets and one of the new trainers. I guarantee it. If it doesn't exist already, it will.
Oh, it will.
Because they are actually based on eels, where Diglets are based on moles. So I like Appmon. Yeah, I love Appmon. We stan Appmon in this house.
Yes, we love Appmon.
Getchy. Wiggly dee. Oh God, what will the evolution be? Like a wig trio? So will it in the anime will it do the same thing? Like wiggly dee, trio. Yeah. Attention, please. But yes, no, we are big. We stan Appmon. I just want Appmon to be included in the card game already. Please and thank you. I put a whole thing on Twitter earlier about how you adapt them in, and I have yet to be proven wrong. You're putting dangerous ideas out there now.
The main thing would be that we got an original Digimon to debut to be the antagonist this week, which opens the gate for more, but that also means we don't know much about this Digimon yet to talk too much about it.
Yeah, this is true.
Nothing to talk about because we don't know.
Because he was just one and done, and he was an Appmon.
Yeah, and then though its official profile is funny, apparently it even got into a fight with Holy Digimon because it tried to get info on the 3 Archangels.
So it is just a paparazzi Digimon, as well as they're going to incorporate Appmon design into Digimon design. I'm going to be sad for Appmon Hackmon. Well, I mean, you know, we have Hookmon. That's we're
just gonna put them in together. Paparazzi-mon.
You know, we have Hookmon, which is Digimon Hackmon. You know, as opposed to Hackmon, which is Appmon Hookmon. That's not confusing at all, is it? That is not. How would App Gatai work in the card game? Jogress. We have a function for that already. Jogress is already a thing in the card game, so that's how App Gatai works. The only one I'm not too sure on is App Link, but I feel like that works similarly enough to Digicross that you could get away with it. You might have to change something because it's more like cross up than actual Digicross. Like, for those who don't know, cross up was a function that it got introduced in season 3 of Cross Wars, and it was basically just Gamamon using Angoramon for more stats.
But that's exactly what.
Which is exactly what
the Appmon link is.
Yeah, except instead of like a ghost over them of the Appmon that they're linked to, like they would literally just wear the other one as armor. So you'd have Gamamon wearing Angoramon armor, and that would be called cross up Gamamon.
Okay.
And I feel that's all you need to do with Applink, because Applink, like, you could get away with not using the mechanic, but I feel like because it's an integral part of the show, having that option to get a better stat boost, so Dokamon having 1,000 points instead of 800, you know, it's viable. The levels cross over. There's no real. You don't have to do anything different with the levels, and then you just make the term Appmon a trait, similar to how the Cross Wars cards all have Cross Heart as a trait, Blue Flare as a trait, Bagra Army as a trait, and then other things like groups like Royal Knight, 7 Demon Lords. You just make Appmon a trait, and then that, you know, that should, in theory, get you around any complications. Like, I genuinely feel there is a reason why Hackmon, the white one, despite called being Hackmon in Tri, got localized as Hookmon. And I feel it's the same reason that Raidramon, what we know as Raidramon in the dub, kept his Japanese name of Lydramon. Because there already is an Appmon called Raidramon. And then with the Appmon Hackmon, you're future-proofing yourself doing that, because Greymons are an abomination in this card game because they went with all the dub translated names. So a bunch of cards have to say, you know, choose one Greymon excluding 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 different ones. So instead of having to print all that nonsense on the cards, you just keep their original names and you supersede all that bollocks.
Yeah.
I really feel like they're doing this so that you can't use cards meant for Lydramon on Appmon Raidramon. Or you can't take Appmon Hackmon into Sistermon. Because a load of their cards are, if you have Hookmon on the field, if you have Hookmon in your discard pile, do X and Y.
Yeah.
So it just nips that in the bud. I and look, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But I would hope it's foresight and future proofing. Do Appmon have Digicore? I wouldn't say so. No, I don't think they do. It was never addressed in the show. The manga might be different. I haven't finished the manga. So so that could be a thing, but what's the reason why they called it Digicross in the English card game again? They're pretending fusion never happened. That's all it is. That's why all the Cross Wars Digimon are keeping their original names, and humans. I think Publimon was originally a scrap Kosomon and some employee found some old drawing. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of Appmon that are clearly just the the Appmon version of this Digimon. So Timemon for Clockmon, Reshamon for Locomon. There's there's literally Trashmon for Garbomon. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me if they just sort of looked at a concept art for something and went, let's do it the other way. Let's Digimon it. Let's Digimonify this or something.
Yeah.
So that's why it has Shellmon's shell on it as a hoodie or something. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it originally started as an Appmon, got scrapped, and they just reused the idea.
Yeah.
Because you know what else that does? That also confirms that Appmon are Digimon. Sorry, haters. Okay, making a quick search about it, and they appear to be composed of slightly different to Digimon. Digimon are made of binary code with a wireframe covering Digicore. Appmon are an amalgamation of more complex code. Exactly. And that's the way it's always been. Appmon are just super Digimon. You know, like Digimon are HTML, Appmon are CCS. You know, like or HTML5 or something. You know, they're just, it's going to be X antibody all over again. Let's Digimodify it. Oh God, Justin. Damn it. That's a much I hate that I didn't think of that. I hate that I didn't think of that. That's upset me.
You can't have all the fun.
No, I know. I like the chat having fun. What would a Digimon version of Gatchmon look like? Hard to say. I mean, because considering the Digimon version of Navimon is a magical girl. Now, to be fair, she showed up in a guidebook once or something and was never really brought into any other media. But technically speaking, there is a Digimon called Navimon, and she's a magical girl.
She's not exactly canon, like
yeah. It's a kind of sort of maybe. Oh no! Rocco, no!
Alright, time to end the stream.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Oh. Okay, well, we're done. The dog made a mess. Yeah, okay. Well, like, this is definitely a conversation that we should pick up next week or in the Discord.
The Appmon one, not the dog.
Okay. Yes. Yes, the Appmon conversation. What would
Stop.
Okay. I don't think they'd be able to work with the X antibody. No, I don't think the X antibody would affect Appmon. They would have their own equivalency. Dogomon Po Buster attack. She's the one named Sailor Navimon. Anyway. Yeah, sorry. The dog is like, what did I do? He's just looking at us confused. The Y antibody. There you go. Digimon X and Y. Sell it, Bandai. We'll see it in 5 years. Right. On that note, Survive. My replay to go through the morality route is ready to go. I've replayed up to the point where you have to make the choice. So we're going to go down the morality route. That will be coming back to the channels very soon because it's 4 chapters total and most of it is cutscenes. So we'll be going down the morality route. Then I'm going to play off screen again and go completely down the anger route. God, I can't remember what the yellow one is called. Wrath. That's the one. I'm going to play again, go down the wrathful route until I get to that choice. And then we'll again just play through that. And finally, our final playthrough of Survive then will be top to bottom for the truthful route. Because I don't want to play that one at the choice. Simply because that game changes as soon as you do one thing. That whole game changes as soon as you do one thing. And it just wouldn't be fair to sort of bring everyone in basically the halfway point in the story when the changes have already happened. Patch Stingmon into the game, you cowards. Agreed. Also, Ghost Game DLC, please. That would be nice. I'd pay $5 for Ghost Game characters, or or anime specific packs. Yeah, I'd pay for that. Anyway, so we're gonna bounce. Have yourselves a fantastic week ahead. I would love to pick up the Appmon discussion in the Discord, so if you want to keep that conversation going, the link is further above, back up in the chat. And have yourselves a grand old time. We'll be back next week with episode 46, Queen's Banquet. 46. Look forward to it, everyone. Do take care of yourselves, and bye.